So we are adjusting these EMF bracelets. These bracelets, we're using this fine tool for jewelry that pushes out the very specific pins that hold this bracelet together. We just measured the wrists. We're gonna do Alina's from scratch, but here, this is what we're doing. We're taking this pin out and putting it back in, because this is gonna be the right adjustment. And then once you put the pin back in, you can use the tool. You just gotta have really steady, accurate hands like a surgeon. You'll be fine. It just pushes this back in. Just line it up with this little tiny hole. Ooh. Let's see. Or you can even take a tiny little hammer, a little jeweler's hammer. Ooh, boy, that is tough. Tough to get that going. There we go. All right, so now I've got the clasp. I'm going to put it in on the correct side so that it can lock. The clasp is going to go right here. And this bracelet's awesome. It's got 4 different ways to protect from infrared, EMF, which is microwave radiation that the phones emit, and any laptop or router or neighbor's laptop router. Okay, so the clasp is right here. Yeah, the only reason we're doing this is because of the reports of just increased autism and doctors coming out of the woodwork talking about 5G and problems with, prolonged use. We're the first generation to put our kids to this kind of radiation, so we're also going to be wrapping our house just because we live in the city, and we want to have a safe neighborhood for our kids, so that's what we will be doing. Let's see. So now it should just click. Weird. What's going on with this? Huh. It's interesting.
Continue then.
Oh. Alright. So yeah, when you take this thing apart, you gotta actually remove a bunch of pieces. You gotta become an expert jeweler. So if you guys need any watches or bracelets fixed, pretty simple and easy to get that going. I'm gonna take these pins, pull them out now. And we are going to get rid of this piece because this piece is not what we need. We actually just need the other clasp, which this can grab. Ooh. Got it.
Babe.
What's up? Yeah, that was in there tight.
I was not expecting that.
Me neither. Alright, so I'm going to grab one of these existing pins.
She's watching you, honey.
The pins
Look.
go in a certain way.
She's watching you.
With the black head here. You got to be very careful and make sure you put the pin in correct. Then we're going to push out this. We should be good to go.
She poo-pooed. I smell her.
She poo-pooed?
Poo-pooed.
Poo-poo. Poo-poo. You pooped.
She just smiles.
You did a poop. You did poop.
You're so precious. She's saying Dada. Dada, is that Dada? Dada. Good job. That was a burp.
Oh boy. Okay. Come on. There we go. Boy, I might have to replace the pin pusher on this because it's kind of wompy. Oh, I think I might have to replace it already. So to replace the pin on the tool, sometimes this problem can happen. Pull it out. They give you 2 new ones because you're only going to have to do this once. So, but we had to remove a bunch of links, so it's expected. This delicate of a part being used so many times. Replace that. Put the new pin in here. We're gonna finish pushing this out so we can put the clasp holder on. You're pushing out the silver end, leaving the big black end open. Let's see, make sure it's in there. Good, we got it. Okay. Oh, come on. Get it. Whew. Boy, this tool was not made to do lots of work. That's the problem. I'm probably making it do more work than it ever has. Hey.
Yeah. La. Mama. Dada. Hi. She's like, hi. Hi, cutie pie.
One of these because the plastic ones wear out right away. They're only meant for one-time use. So if you, we're probably gonna upgrade to a metal one.
La la la. La la la. La la la.
There we go. Got it.
Hey.
So now I can slide the clasp in.
No. Oh no. Whoops. Where'd it go?
Then, if you don't want to use the tool to push this in, you can just take a nice little tiny, delicate press. Okay, so now we have all clasps in. Everything is locked down. Let's see. Now this should be able to go on, and it does. Just like that.
Let's see it on you.
All right, so now we have nickel, we have infrared, we have
4 total.
I gotta get the exact details. Where's my phone? I forgot. Best thing to do is always study right before I do this.
Right there, your phone right there.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. We're going to test this out with a EMF meter just to make sure the product does what it says. These are reasonable, anywhere from $20 to $120 you can get one of these. You can contact us if you want the better deal. Let's see. We'll send a link in the description with the item. Okay, so both of these bracelets, and next we'll be doing my wife's. Both of these bracelets have magnetic therapy, and they have the 4 elements. They've got negative ion stone in here, which is called germanium. It's a negative ion carrier, so it pulls positive ions, which cause cancer and arthritis. Positive ions, too many positive ions, cause a lot of damage. So this allows to pull those off, and those positive ions come from preservatives and artificial things, and even artificial intelligence, the microwave frequencies from the Wi-Fi. So this is going to help. And obviously the best treatment is just go in nature, get alone with God in a cave for a week to detox, lay on the ground. That's the natural way. But if you want to work and protect yourself, I recommend doing both. If you're still in the business of working and God has blessed you with that, since you can't really avoid Wi-Fi these days, this is one way to do it, especially with 5G coming. So we got far infrared on here, and then we have GAS 3500 magnet, and germanium. So 4 different things with the negative ion. It's pretty awesome to combat those positive electrons. So here we go. I'm going to put mine on, then we're going to do my wife's. And we'll do a test with our cell phone, a simple little test. So there it is. Clasp is on. Get my voltmeter. Sorry, not my voltmeter. This is a Meritech EMF tester. So hold the power on. Let's check what my phone's putting off right now. So my phone's putting off 1.47. So we're gonna put it on max mode, so the max reading will stay. So we're getting 1.71 off this phone. Okay, so remember that 1.71, 1.9. So it can fluctuate. This is getting really dangerous. Anywhere above 1 is pretty dangerous. So now let's see what this does when I'm holding it. So see, this is just from the phone. Now let's put a blocker in there. So now I'm gonna put, say I have my hand here, and now we change this to just getting a reading. Look at that.
Wow.
And let me put it on max mode. We might have to try it a different way too. Well, it's still getting the same reading, so let's try repositioning the hand. First we'll do this. So
0.2, 0.7, 0.5, 0.3.
this is absorbing the ions, it seems like, but I want to check it from different angles. Okay, so that's with the bracelet on, directly down to the phone. Now let's take the bracelet off and do the same position. Everything we're gonna have to do. Okay, so here. So
Is the bracelet near you?
it is near me. Now the bracelet's away from me, not touching the body. So 0.4 so far. Remove